everyone, I hope you're all okay. Oh, sorry, my camera was going a little bit weird there. I wasn't sure about what was going on there. Hope everyone's okay, and thank you for tuning in again. I've discovered a love of watchalongs, if you will, lately. I kind of feel like I'm watching the game with you guys, and I'm not just watching it at home on my own. So, yeah, it's been nice to start doing watchalongs and stuff now. Obviously, we're just waiting for the game to kick off. It will kick off in round about 5 minutes. So yeah, it is an absolute must win for Atleti this game, because Real Sociedad have just beaten Celta Vigo 2-0. Celta Vigo? Yeah, I think it was Celta Vigo, which again leaves them at the top of the table with 24 points. Atletico are currently on 18 points, so we really need these 3 points now because we are actually 7th in the table. 1 point will only take us to... Okay, so 1 point will take us 1 place, depending on how many goals we score. So we could move up. We could move up to 5th today, I believe, even with a draw. Yeah, a 1-1 draw would put us to 5th, which still is not ideal. We need 3 points because 3 points would leave us level with Real Madrid, but their goal difference is 13. So actually, we would be joint 4th, I believe, if we win. So we are absolutely desperate to win this game. Obviously, if you haven't already seen the thumbnail or the title of this video, we are against Levante, who are 19th in the La Liga at the moment. This game last season at home was an absolute horror show. We lost 2-0 at home, and it ended our 12-game unbeaten run in the league. And actually, when it came down to the end in the last day of the league, actually that game specifically, in my opinion, almost nearly lost us the league last season. So it's like revenge time right now. Like, we are desperate to win this game. And realistically, the current La Liga champions should be beaten 19th place, but Levante seem to be a boy team for us. And it's just a little bit wild. I don't know why that is, to be honest. I don't know why it seems to be a bogey team. But anyway, the teams are... So Atleti's team is Oblak, Jimenez, Felipe and Hermoso at the back. Trippier and Carrasco obviously acting as wing backs because it looks like a 5 at the back to me. Koke and Herrera, Griezmann, João Felix and Luis Suarez. And Levante's team, to be honest, if you don't watch the Liga a lot, you probably won't know a lot of Levante's players. But it's Fernandez in goal. There's a son who plays for them. I don't know if it's son or son. Robert, Duarte, Vezo. I don't know who that is at left back. I don't know who that is. Pepelu, Melsa, Bardi, Gomez, and Junior Morales up front. So, yeah, needs to be a must-win. They're just lining up and shaking hands right now, so it won't be long before kickoff. So we'll go through a couple of your comments. Obviously, I know Atleti watchalongs probably won't be as popular as, Premier League watchalongs and things like that, but I'm still grateful for you joining me and trying to do a little bit more content on my channel this season. Just because I quite enjoy it, actually. I used to prioritize other people's content, and I'm still fine with that. I still do that. Love streaming with everybody else, but yeah, I do so on my channel now for a bit, Locked in, Keith, shout out you. You still need to tell me how to say your name because I don't know if it's Tejas, so you're going to have to tell me how to say your name. I want to make sure that's right. Pierre, come on, Atletico. Yes, absolutely. Yaman says, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Really good I'm good for now until this game. John says he's rooting for Madrid. Absolutely, always. Slens, your big up kind of looking like Daenerys and that. I'll take that. I don't even watch Game of Thrones, but I know who she is, but I'll take that. I think it's the new blonde hair and the plants. But go and check out Slens' content as well if you can. Chelsea fan who we have got at the weekend, actually. Newcastle have got Chelsea at the weekend. Hilmy says the Geordie sensation is back. I'm sure you're not talking about me. I'm not a sensation. I can't even say sensation. Sensation, but I'll take it if you are talking about me. Enjoy the watch-alongs and how are you today? Yeah, I'm really, really good. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for that feedback. Shout out Nippon. Hi. 24 likes, brilliant. Hope you're well. Such an amazing person. Oh, thank you so much. That is honestly so sweet. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you are currently watching the videos or, you know, watching them, catching this later on, please like the video. Even if you don't watch it, just please like it, because it really, really helps the algorithms and helps people to see my videos, because for some reason YouTube's algorithms at the moment are making everybody on YouTube like really struggle. So please, if you see any videos, you know, people that you know or any other content creators, please help them out and just like the video. It doesn't cost anything, so that'd be amazing. Says hi Kendall. Hello. I don't know, Ryan, to be honest. I don't follow Levante at all, really. I have seen them play actually a good few years ago now, against Barcelona, but yeah. Favourite team in Germany? I don't necessarily have a team in Germany. Oh, sorry, I've got carried away with the comments again. We have actually kicked off. So Atleti are playing in their red and white stripes in rojo y blanco, and Levante are in dark navy. I actually quite like Levante's kit. But yeah, it's just still 0-0 at the moment, and Atleti are in possession. Yeah, as I say, Nippon, I haven't got a favourite team in Germany necessarily. I love Dortmund and what they're about, and the fans are absolutely incredible. I have a couple of Leipzig shirts, but I wouldn't necessarily say they're my favourite team. I just love Leipzig shirts, and I also really, really like Wolfsburg simply because of Kevin and Babu. So I don't really have a favourite German team, which is weird because I normally do have a favourite team in every league. So actually Levante are on the attack and they've just put the most horrible crossing I've ever seen. So that's worked out fine for us. Oblak is just rolling out the ball now. Perfect way to close out the workday. Thanks again. Oh no, thank you. No, don't thank me at all. I just go on a stream and chat shit. So thank you. You literally allow me to do this. So yeah. D Record says Subcase. Hope you're okay. Should I keep Wilson in my FPL, or do you reckon it's a dud this weekend? Since if he's going to score, it'll be him. Like if Newcastle are going to score, it'll be him. So that's always a good bet. And he has scored, I think, in like 5 of the last 6 games. So it's a good bet if we score. But that's the thing. It's if we score against you guys. I don't know if we will. Let me know in the comments or anything like that what you think the Chelsea and Newcastle score will be this weekend. Well, it's Newcastle-Chelsea because it's at St James's Park. Proud of you, do you think? Oh, thank you again. Honestly, as I say, very appreciative and always very, very, very humbled by the support that I've had over the last year. So thank you again. Shout out Esteban as well. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Esteban. I can't remember where you're from, but obviously it's with the massive time differences at South America. But yeah, let me know again. Who do you think's going to win tonight? And hey, Martin. I hope we win, but our away form at the moment is just, I just don't know what's going on with us. We've struggled hugely over the last, since the season kicked off again. Just the system doesn't seem to be working. I think the Griezmann signing was very strange. It was just almost like a Ronaldo-esque thing at Man United. For us, we are on the attack in the box. Great ball in. I don't know who sent that ball in, but it was absolutely brilliant. Okay, probably. Anyways, it's back to Levante's keeper now. Yeah, the system doesn't seem to be working with Griezmann in it. However, I am quite happy with a Suarez, Griezmann, and João Felix front 3, if you will, or like a 2 and then a 1. I'm quite happy with that, and it's working out pretty well. Just seems to be very isolated, and oh my god, Suarez just got absolutely done in by their defender, by the way. He just literally did a fakie and Suarez just kept on running. Absolutely awkward. Also, if anyone wants to know, this is on La Liga TV. If you can get access to La Liga TV, by any means that you will, it is on La Liga TV right now. which is where I am watching it because I'm a sado and pay for a Liga TV, Premier Sports. So yeah, just gone all the way back to Atleti now, and that is João Felix on the ball. He's just running up the wing. I love João Felix, by the way. He's just my ultimate favourite. Carrasco now playing out wide. Oh, we're not sure about that pass. That was a bit strange. That ball into the box was atrocious by Trippier. Absolutely atrocious. Again, a disclaimer, as I always mention, I am behind because I don't have the La Liga channel. It is on a stream. It is on La Liga TV, sorry, but it's on the app, not the channel. Oh, João Felix. Oh, saved by the keeper. It was a great finish. I was going to say great chance though. Yeah, as I say, I am a little bit behind always because I'm watching on the app rather than the TV, so it is a couple of seconds delayed. So if you are watching the game and you do see anything happen before me, then that's because I'm behind. So yeah. Newcastle 1, Chelsea 3. I hope you're wrong, Pierre. I really, really do, because we literally can't afford to drop any more points, to be honest. It needs to be at least a draw for us. Ryan says Sociedad are looking strong this season and could be the new Leicester. Go and check out Ryan's stuff as well if you can. He does a lot of football chat too. Yeah, Sociedad are looking absolutely brilliant. I've said for the last few weeks now that if I was looking for a manager of Newcastle United, I would get Emmanuel Alguacil because I think he's unbelievable. He's got that Sociedad side in the last 2 seasons looking so strong. Some of the players like Alexander Isak, Oyarzabal, and Mikel Merino, who used to be at Newcastle, just so good. Like they're brilliant and they're playing really well on the top of the league at the moment. Their form's insane. So I want him as the manager. If anyone's asking me, I don't want Fonseca, don't want Favre. I mean, I do want Favre or Fonseca, but ideally right now I would like Alguacil. But yeah. David says 3-0 Chelsea. Please not. Shout out Ryan as well. Big up, kind of hope you're doing well. I'm really good and I hope you are too. What are you going to do when Newcastle draw Atletico in Champions League semi-final in the year 2028? So I've been asked this before and I always used to laugh because there was like literally no chance that would ever happen in my opinion under Mike Ashley. Like there was just absolutely no way on earth that we would ever play in the Champions League under Mike Ashley. Now, obviously, there's a massive chance because we're rich and we have money to like compete, and the way that Mike Ashley's left us financially actually allows us to financially compete as well. So yeah, I have been asked this before, and I've always said I want Newcastle to win, and that will stand forever and a day. I want Newcastle to win regardless. I'm a Newcastle fan. I just follow Atleti and have done for 17 years now. So yeah. Excited for the game at Anfield next Wednesday. If anyone's wondering, Ryan is a Liverpool fan. No, I'm not excited, although I thought we were extremely unlucky and there was some very strange refereeing decisions on display that evening. So I just hope we can resurrect that result and come out fighting at Anfield. I wish I was going so badly, but I have booked myself a Madrid trip for February for my birthday. So I might not get to see Atleti before then, but I still have something booked. But I really wish I was going to Anfield next Wednesday. But Liverpool tickets are so hard to get, and I really doubt I'll get any in the away end either. But it'll be nice to see Suarez back at Liverpool as well, back at Anfield, because obviously he was insanely good at Liverpool, and that's where he made his name really. So even after Ajax. So yeah. I am missing Saul Niguez for you guys. He hasn't made an appearance for Chelsea yet. What is the point in going there? So the thing with Saul is, and I did say this before I went to Chelsea, there's so many elements of his gameplay that are fantastic, but his physicality is probably not up to Premier League standard. And also he was started in a game just after he signed, and it was silly because it just completely knocked his confidence, and then everyone started getting onto him already after one game, and it just wasn't good. I personally don't think that he's maybe made for the Premier League, but again, like that is a very hard thing, because if you don't watch La Liga and the Premier League side by side regularly, you don't you'll not like appreciate just how different the leagues are. Like the strikers and the defenders in both leagues are just utterly different. That is a foul. Sorry, Levante have got the ball now. It's back to us. They've just did a really good pass and passed it back to us. So yeah, so that's the thing with Saul. He doesn't necessarily have a position. Yes, he's a great number 8, but he can also play as a 6. He can also play as like an attacker midfielder. So I don't think he has a space in Chelsea's squad. And because, João Felix was nearly in again. He's had our 2 chances of the game so far. So yeah. So for me, it's like a struggle to find him to fit into Chelsea's squad at the moment. I do feel really sad for him, and I want him to do well. And I thought him going to Chelsea was kind of a win-win for everybody, because if he did well in the Premier League, Chelsea might want to buy him. Even if he did well and Chelsea didn't want to buy him, another club might come in. His stocks would have risen. And then also, if he did badly, he could just come back to Atleti and he would have more exposure on a European stage being at Chelsea, and we could maybe just move him on into another La Liga team. But at the moment, it's just looking a bit of a struggle. But he did play at the weekend, and I think it was at the weekend on the cup game, and he looked okay actually. So, swings and roundabouts, I guess. But I'm not sure he's going to make it in the Premier League, unfortunately. We were on the attack again. João Felix again. Got out for a corner, I think. You know who I really, really love? Carrasco. I would be looking at signing him, honestly. If I was Newcastle right now, I love Carrasco. I think he's so good. Sloan says, I'm not sure why you're not confident against Chelsea. We absolutely stink up St. Joe's Park of them. Yeah, but this is not the Newcastle like you've played. Really, we're really, really bad this season. Probably the worst I've seen us in a good few years. So yeah, so we've just put a corner in. There's a shot from Carrasco there. João Felix. Yes! Get in! Star boy. I think it was Griezmann, actually. I don't think it was João Felix. I think it was Griezmann. Watch that repeat. I wanted it to be João Felix so bad. As you could tell, I wanted it to be so bad. Yeah, it was Antoine Griezmann who has just scored. In fact, is that his first goal for Atleti? Like in the league? I know he scored in the Champions League. That might be his first goal for Atleti since he came back, actually. Oh, I so badly thought it was João. Wow. Yeah. 1-0. 1-0 Atleti. But yeah, as I say, Slens, we're not the Newcastle that we were at all. What a header that was, by the way. Keeper had absolutely no chance. No one was marking him, just ran in from the back post and just headed it in. Absolutely unbelievable. And he did his little Fortnite dances, his celebration. Oh, I wish he was at home and he scored that. That would have been so good. Although he has been absolutely, utterly stinking up like our team at the moment. Esteban says, I believe Newcastle is going to be the surprise of the weekend. Newcastle 2, Chelsea 1. Oh my God, Esteban, I hope you are right. I really, really, really do. I doubt it, but I hope you are. Anyways, Levante on the attack, and Jan Oblak has just picked up the ball. Hey, shout out to you as well. Oh yeah, Ryan says he's looking forward to seeing Suarez back on Wednesday as well. Little hearts there. Only chance he might have gotten a ticket as a hospitality ticket, but that's £400. Yeah, it just seems a bit wild. Like, I would have liked to have seen it, but I can't justify it at the moment. Go and check out Redmen TV as well, who are Liverpool fan TVs. Please go and check them out as well. Done loads of streams with them, and the guys over there are amazing. Please go and check them out. But yeah, we won't be friends on Wednesday again. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, won't be friends then. So Atleti on the attack again. So the gameplay seems to be here is play out wide and cross it in the box, which we have been doing a lot this season because essentially it hasn't been working. With the likes of Llorente, who is missing at the moment with an injury. Lemar is missing with an injury at the moment as well. we are kind of utilising the likes of Trippier and Carrasco out on the wings to bring the ball inwards, and that's the way it's gone so far. So not looking too bad. Well, it's a great birthday present. Good luck to Atleti. Yeah, thank you so much. It was an amazing birthday. Well, it's the week after my birthday that I'm going. I'm going for Valentine's weekend, actually. Just a solo trip because I am very single. Like, a bit sadly single, actually. But look at me baiting myself out. But yeah, I'm going for Valentine's weekend to watch Atleti and Getafe because that is the game that was on at the time. I really want to go for the Madrid derby, but that is the beginning of December and then not till May next year. So hopefully I'll try and get to the one in May next year as well. Yeah, as the band says, what a goal. It was an absolutely unbelievable goal. It was very, very good. Very, very good header from Griezmann. Chelsea have a history of tripping up at St James's Park from time to time. So remember Papa Cisse, scoring versus Chelsea. Yeah, that little flick goal was still one of the best goals I've ever seen. It was off the cuff. It wasn't even meant to be, I don't think. I think it was meant to be a cross, but yeah. And Isaac Hayden, I can't remember whether we won or whether we drew with you guys, but a couple of years ago when Isaac Hayden scored like in the 94th minute, but that was also crazy. But we're just not even that. We're not even that remotely good anymore. We're horrible. So I can't see a result at all. I do hope we give Suarez a good reception on Wednesday. Best player that I've seen play for us ever. Yeah, he's absolutely phenomenal. He's one of the best strikers ever in his prime. I mean, even now, he's 35 years old? And he is still like smashing it. And that's just insane to me. He's just so good. So good. Great reaction. Yeah, it caught me off guard, actually. It really, really caught me off guard. Griezmann's too good. You know what, Johnny Boy? Actually, in my opinion, he's been stinking up the league since he came back. He's looked awful. He's looked out of place. He hasn't put any pressure on defenders very much. But since João came back, so 3 games ago, he's looked a lot better. And I think, as I say, the front three of Suarez, João and Griezmann's working quite well. Levante are on the attack right now. Absolutely phenomenal tackle. I think that was Kieran Trippier who just put that unbelievable tackle in right there. This is the thing when you don't have the sound on. I can't tell who's who sometimes. Only by the numbers. So Levante on the attack again. Oh, great ball. That's offside. Also, he's just randomly run at Jan Oblak's face, which is very strange. But yeah. Also, there's been contract talks for Jan Oblak over the current months. I really hope he extends his contract. He said he wants to make history at Atleti, and I really hope he stays there because, in my opinion, he is probably, if not the best, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I mean, Edouard Mendy on form is probably up there as well, and Oblak's form's dipped quite a lot this season. But yeah, was that him also with another yellow card? No. Friggin' surprise. This guy, man. He's such a liability. I just can't deal with it. Honestly, if I really thought in the summer that we would be looking at a defender, because he's just a liability to me. And I think when Savic is gone, I don't think Felipe is a good backup. I love Jimenez, but he's injured quite a lot. So I really thought they would be looking at a defender, and they just didn't. And now we're left with Hermoso, who got sent off for the most ridiculously... No, he didn't get sent off, sorry. He just gave a penalty away for the most utterly ridiculous foul in the Chelsea game. So pathetically stupid. I can't get away with him. And sometimes I think he's great, and other times I'm like, what? I just don't even know what he's doing, really. Shout out Charlie as well. Big up you. Go and check out Charlie's stuff if you're into EFL. And he does obviously talk a little bit of Premier League as well. So go and check that out. Oh, Phil Foden's back. Hello, Phil. Nice to meet you. Well, meet you again, because you were in the last chat as well. So Levante have got a free kick just now. Levante's badge makes me think of Batman. Is there a reason for that, or is it just because it looks like it's shaped like that? I don't know, but it just makes me think of Batman for some reason. Okay, so they've got a free kick. It's quite far out. It's near the touchline, to be honest. Oh, they've took a short free kick in, and they're directing it in the box now. Gone out for a goal kick. Martin, I feel sorry for Donny van de Beek so far. He's been a bench. Ollie doesn't give him a chance. A waste of 45 million. I would love to be signing Donny van de Beek for Newcastle. And I don't think that's going to happen because there's going to be other higher level clubs in for him, I believe. But I do feel sorry for him. But you can tell now, it wasn't an Ollie signing. It was a club at a high level, and Ollie wanted to sign Johnny. But yeah, I do feel sorry for him. Is this the first time Simeone's played João, Suarez and Griezmann together? No, he's done it. I think he did it in the last couple of games. It's definitely not the first time, but it seems to be working, this front three. So yeah, I can't remember who played at the weekend on Sunday actually now. All my days are rolling on. There's so much football at the moment. I'm losing my head. I don't know who's playing what or where, or because we drew with Sociedad at the weekend. Yeah, so it was a front three then. It was Griezmann, Suarez, and João Felix at the weekend as well. I think that was in the Champions League as well. Kendallrowan it broke my heart. Yeah, so that must have been Isaac Hayden goal. I couldn't remember if it was 1-1 or 1-0. But yeah, I remember that now. The absolute scenes. The scenes. We love a last minute goal. A little bit like Atletico this season, we love a last minute goal. We've got Phil Foden talking about himself here. Foden is the best youngster in the Premier League. Youngster or young star? Because I mean, both of them could fit. Both of them could fit. But I wouldn't necessarily disagree. I love Phil Foden. I think he's absolutely brilliant. Who do you prefer, Alan Shearer or Fernando Torres? I think everyone knows that answer, and it's Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres is my all-time favourite, number one true love, forever and always in my life. As a player, though, I think probably Shearer. Even though Prime Torres was unbeatable in my opinion, but just Shearer did it more consistently at a lot of levels. So, with a lot of injuries as well. So yeah. Okay, so Atletico on the attack again now. Oh, that was a really horrific pass. Went straight to Levante, but they've kicked it straight back to us as well. God, the passing on display today is a very ugly, just a mess. Kendall, could you give Man City Felix if we fail to buy Haaland? Imagine Felix under Pep. I would love Felix under Pep, don't get me wrong, but I kind of just don't want him to leave. I don't want him to leave. And plus, again, it might be a case of he might not look good in the Premier League or something. Do you know what I mean? A similar sort of situation, but I just think he's so good. And honestly, if he wasn't injured for the past few years, his consistency has been very poor. But his skill and his technique and the way he reads a game is so beyond several other really good young players that I know, and that's without bias. I think if you watch him consistently, you just realise how good he actually is. And I hope this season's his season where he doesn't get a long-term injury. I mean, he started off the season injured, but just keep fit the whole season and show what he can do because he's just so good. He's just absolutely annihilated someone there again as well. I'm getting mixed up with João and Griezmann because they both have flat, long brown hair now. So it looks really odd. It looks like the same people. Madrid had a chance against the Champions League because of him. He did score 2, but also all did get a red. But I rate him as well. Yeah, no, that's true. The Champions League game, I saw a totally different side of Griezmann. I think he really settled into that game extremely well. And again, as I say, Suarez and Felix with him, he seems to work very, very, very well with Felix. You would think it was kind of with Suarez the most because obviously they know each other and they've played at Barcelona and stuff. But yeah, he seems to be working with Felix really, really, really well. And Felix has only just recently come back. So yeah, but then he went and had that red card, which I don't necessarily blame him for because I just think that's a stupid rule. Anyway, if you're looking at the ball, I know it's a high foot, but I just think that rule it needs to be taken into context a lot. But I know that can leave loopholes for inconsistency and bad decisions. But I hate that red card rule. But it is what it is at this point, and we've just got to deal with it. Who do you think Newcastle should sign in January? Personally, I'd change the entire spine of the new team, 2 new centre-backs and centre-mids. Yeah, I really do agree with this. I've said we need a spine. I said a centre-mid, a centre-back and a striker. Personally, for me, I would totally agree in terms of I would be getting 2 centre-backs there and probably 2 centre-mids if that's possible. Tarkowski has been mentioned, which I'll be very happy with. I'll be very happy with a Connor Cody. Just, anyone really, really good like that. I mean, like Koulibaly's been mentioned. We're not getting him in January at all. Ward-Prowse has been mentioned, which I'll be happy with. Lingard, I'll be happy with. But really, as I've said, I want a couple of players from Sociedad right now because I don't believe that they'll be extremely expensive. And they are so good. So, yeah. As a Liverpool fan, I've got to agree with the Torres comments. Yeah, I think a lot of Liverpool fans love him. I mean, Liverpool and Atleti have had some absolutely unbelievable strikers over the year, if you think about it. So, like Torres, Suarez, Aguero, people like that. Not Morata. But yeah, we've had some absolutely just incredible, like, forwards over the years. And remember when Falcao played for us, just things like that. Had some really, really good players. So yeah, Griezmann as well, obviously. Happy to see Griezmann's playing regularly and good again. I always rate him highly. Yeah, when he came back, I was very nervous because he'd been out of form at Barcelona for a long time. That was an awful challenge by Felipe, by the way. That was just very, very silly. Very silly challenge. And so now Levante have got a free kick. We're now 26 minutes in. Regards to Griezmann, I didn't want him to come. I did want him to come back, and I thought, it's like a remontada story. Like he's going to come back to his club, and Simeone loves him, and him and Simeone are very, very close, and they go on holiday together. And I thought, he's going to find his 2016 form, whatever. He's going to be so good. It hasn't worked out that way so far, sadly. But he is growing into his own again. He is learning to, play system football and getting back into the swing of things. Okay, their free kick has just gone absolutely nowhere, and Atleti have the ball. Levante have the ball again now in their box. Oh, Jan Oblak saved us again, big time. It was a great chance for Levante there, but Jan saves the day again. So I'm just gonna, at this current time, check a live table of like the result where we're gonna end up if we win this game. So currently with the 1-0 win, that moves us to 5th in the league. I think that's what I said, didn't I? That will be joint. Well, it's almost like joint second, like if you will, like on point. So Real Sociedad are first with 24 points. Real Madrid, Sevilla, Real Betis, and us all have 21 points currently, which is an extremely huge nightmare. And on goal difference, yeah, we're like 5th, which is extremely annoying. So we actually need to win this game about 6-0. That's not happening. It's never happening. But yeah. If we score one more and it is a 2-0 win, we will go... No. We need to win 3-0 to go 4th. So, yeah, we need to win 3-0 at least to go 4th, which is just so annoying right now. It's like you watch it and it's very frustrating because the season hasn't started as well as last year went, and like you just kind of get a little bit of a like an expectation level at a point where you're like, why are we doing so badly? But we've got to remember I think this is our 10th game of the season. This is the 10th game of the season. It's still a very, very, very long way to go. But at this point last season, we were just so far ahead, and everyone was lagging behind. And by Christmas, we were 12 points clear. And so, like now, it's tough to watch when you know that you've been in that position before. So yeah, but we're playing a lot nicer football now, and it's just a lot better to watch, but still extremely just frustrating. That's the thing, isn't it? Once you start winning, you want to win all the time. It doesn't work like that. We started off the season very badly. I mean, I know the points and the form doesn't look that bad, but honestly, just some of the football we played was awful. So João Felix is currently on the floor injured. I really hope it's not bad. I hope it's not bad. I hope it's just one of them, little continental things where they like roll down and they're not hurt. Ooh, that was bad. He like did a very high. He went in for a header quite highly, and like kind of bashed off the Levante player and ended up landing on his back on the floor. So I hope he's up now anyway. So he's not hugely hurt. He's running it off, so that's fine. That's good news. So it's currently 30 minutes into the first half right now, and it is 1-0 Atleti Levante. I was going to say 1-0 Atleti 0 Levante, but I'd already said it. So Atleti on the attack again now. Oh, that's another foul, man. Oh, I'm just going to get away with murder this now. So Felix got fouled, was that? Yeah, Felix got fouled, and then Herrera did a shirt pull, so it's actually gone their way. Which is extremely, extremely frustrating and annoying. They just can't pull a pass off, though. They're really struggling. Okay. We're on the attack again now. Some absolute pace here from Griezmann. Oh, he's lost it. He tried to do some weird, like, pass in the box and just hit off their defender. Ball in. Oh, no. Gone back to them now. I just try to use my Vaseline as a mouse. Athletic football is slightly brizz, you know. We've honestly, this is why I don't know if you like see me on Twitter get really angry, but like people like saying, "Oh, Athletic park the bus defensive football." It's like not like that anymore at all. For the past, I would say 2 years at least, we have not played defensive part of the bus football at all. It's been very nice to watch. Very offensive, forward thinking, like with the introduction of like the likes of Felix and Suarez and stuff like that. And we don't play like that anymore. And it's actually so frustrating that people still see it that way. Like, oh, it's like not like that. Jacob says today's my birthday and I saw St. Maximin in Newcastle. Absolutely mental. Oh, happy birthday, Jacob. I hope you've had a lovely day. And that is an unbelievable present. I would like to see St. Maximin in Newcastle as well. Okay, so it's Atleti's ball again. We seem to be having a lot of the possession. Got to check a couple of quick stats to see the crack. Yeah, so we've had 67% possession and they've had 33% possession. Although sometimes I don't really like us playing possession football because we kind of switch off a little bit. If that makes sense, like you can't keep up that intensity like all of the time, I don't think. But yeah, as I say, these are 19th place. You should technically, the current Liga champions should technically be beaten 19th place, but we always seem to struggle against Levante for some reason. And that, as I said, that game last year, like really nearly cost us the league. Excuse me, guys, you're not boring me or anything. But just very tired. It's school holidays, and if any of you guys are parents in the comments, you will know just how like draining these school holidays are. You're almost like when they got the door, you're like bye on Monday. And the weather's been so horrible as well, hasn't it? So Atleti still have the ball. Oh, it's another foul. Oh, it's been given this time. Thank God. I was wondering when we'd ever get one. Also, I hate Griezmann's hair. Is absolutely disgusting. Can someone just tell him? Please, can someone tell him? Our sense is big up to you for the roles you've been getting recently as well, by the way. Love to see it. Oh, thank you, honestly, so much. Since I came back to podcasting, so obviously, as I say, I did take a break for like 6 weeks or so when my granddad was sick. And since I came back, it's just been really nice. It's been really positive, and you know, the takeovers happened, and I've done stuff with the Premier League and things like that. It's just like incredible, and I'm always so grateful, and like it still doesn't like really feel real that like I do this now like, at all. It still feels very, very strange. But yeah, a couple of good things coming up, and I'm really, really excited about it. But thank you so much for that. So Atleti have a corner now. So is that Griezmann going to take the corner there? No, it's Kieran Trippier about to take the corner. Oh, that was... Kieran Trippier has just done the most Matt Ritchie corner of history. And now we're defensively lacking at the back and they've got the ball right on this right wing. Oh! Curved in shot there, but it just went wide. I don't even know how he's missed that, to be honest. That was very, 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 very good chance again. And Kevin TV says, big up Kendall. Big up you, Kevin, as well. Thank you. Yeah, guys, if you're not like a regular watcher of La Liga, I would really recommend watching some of the Liga games. Even like, it doesn't necessarily have to be the big ones, because I always find like big matches tend to be quite disappointing, and like, you know, like the hype, like hype up all these big games, and they end up being quite crap, to be honest. Levante have got a corner now, just to interrupt. Oh, it went wide again. Jesus Christ almighty, honestly. Stressing me out, this. Like, that's what I mean. Defensively lacking altogether. Everyone's like, oh, you play defensive football. Actually, no, we don't. The defense is very bad now. We've got the ball again now. Oh my God, what the hell? Is that going to be a penalty? So Suarez has just fouled in the box, and I'm expecting there to be a penalty given here. And it's just our luck again. This is just, it's just not, I can't explain enough, right? I think Liverpool fans probably felt this way last season, and like everything was going wrong for them that possibly could have gone wrong. And this season for us, everything's going wrong. Like just injuries, like penalties, refereeing decisions, everything is just going wrong for us. And again, I'm expecting a penalty to be given here right now. So we'll wait and see. Oh, I need to watch that again, but I think that's a dive. He's given a penalty to Levante, sadly. Here we go. Come on, Jan. Come on, Jan. Come on, Jan. I almost don't know. I feel like watching a penalty like this is like loads easier. Oh, that was an unbelievable penalty. You never stopped in that, ever. He did stop before I took it, though. I didn't even think you were allowed to do that. So that means it is 1-1. Levante and Atleti. Bardi has scored a penalty for Levante, and I'm just absolutely sick and tired of this absolute bull. But the good thing about Atleti, you know, the whole motto is Coraje Corazon, and that's courage and heart, and we always seem to do better when we go behind for some reason. I don't know why, but obviously we're not behind, it's 1-1. But this is now where we put the pressure on. So yeah, looking nice, and thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. I'm going to see what Twitter said about that penalty, because to me that looked like a dive, but here we are. I'm going to see if anyone thinks it's a dive or not, because I just don't know at this point. And now the thing is as well, right? I don't know if anyone watches Athletic games or whatever, and this is genuinely not like a tinfoil hat thing. It's like an actual thing, right? The commentators are so biased against us. Like they like hate us winning, and they hate Atleti doing well, and like they were desperate for Griezmann to fail. And every time like somebody plays Atleti, like these commentators that they have on the Liga TV. I mean, the Liga TV is not too bad, but beIN is so horrible, and they're just desperate for Atleti to lose. It's so embarrassing. We've lost our heads now. It's gone out for another corner, has it? Felipe has lost his head and just chucked the ball away like an absolute imbecile. Why you would do that is Baffling to me. But yeah, let's have a look at what Twitter is saying about the game. It's trending right now. Okay, that throw-in was awful, so it's gone for a goal kick to Oblak right now. Someone just said Atletico set pieces are ridiculously bad, which I did say as well, and they are extremely bad. Someone has just said here, who by the way is a Levante fan, not an Atletico fan. Suarez was going to kick the ball and Vezo appears out of nowhere, and then Suarez ends up kicking Vezo. How is that a penalty? Suarez only wants to kick the ball and has no knowledge of Vezo's intentions, which is absolutely exactly what I said, and I think he's come in and then fell over. I don't think that's a penalty to me, but I will. Again, I'll probably watch the highlights and have to have a look, but you just don't know these things at this point. But coming up to 40 minutes now. What actually time is it? Yeah, so it's 21:10 right now, so it'll probably be around the 40-minute mark. Anyway, favorite Newcastle player of all time is actually Hatem Ben Arfa. That's probably a very strange choice, considering he wasn't here very long. He doesn't necessarily have a legacy at Newcastle, but just for the type of player he was and how good he could have been, it was Hatem Ben Arfa for me. I don't like saying Alan Shearer because that's just too common and normal. How's my day been? Yeah, it's been okay, thank you, Sean. The weather's been really crap, and I was hoping to go to like the illuminations in Roker and Sunderland, but yeah, hasn't happened. Good evening, Daniel, to you, and evening to Diego as well. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry, guys, got a really itchy nose. I think this. We've just. I'm sorry, I can't be dealing with these free kicks. They're absolutely embarrassing on every level. The free kicks are atrocious. Like, honestly, Newcastle are the worst people I've ever seen for free kicks. And these just nearly are on their par. Like, absolutely embarrassing set pieces. Anyways, yeah, I think me itching my nose, that's like an anxiety thing. Like, when Newcastle and that lose. And, like, I lose and I always rub me nose. I think it's a worry thing. Good evening, Will Toon as well. What's the score? It's currently 1-1 at Levante and Atleti at the moment. And Adam says that Justine Ben Arfa never had his head screwed on. What a career he could have had. Yeah, 100%. I think he would have been absolutely incredible. And then he got overweight and like just went really downhill after Hull. So yeah, I wish he wasn't. His attitude wasn't good. But it didn't help that Alan Pardew was like an egotistical maniac. And like them personalities were just never going to work together. But yeah, I wish he'd had a higher level for a longer amount of time because I think he was so good. Kabai is another one who I loved. I just hate the way he left. Like Cheick Tiote, Papa Cisse, Demba Ba, all have been like some of my favourites as well. I love like the real good players at Newcastle. Like I don't remember a lot. So like early 2000s, like Laurent Robert, Tino Asprilla, the likes of them, Gary Speed. I remember Gary Speed a little bit, and like Craig Bellamy era. I remember that a little bit, but just not to an extent where they would be my favourite. Because I'm like 26, so I was born in 1995, so I was like a little bit young to remember that era very, very, very well. But yeah, just very steady going now. I don't think we want to push our luck a little bit now. Atleti just kind of chilling, passing the ball around a little bit, hoping that Levante don't nick it. João Felix is just getting fouled all day long. They've clicked on that he's a danger and they've clicked on that he's the problem. And he's creating most of the chances and he's just getting fouled. And for some reason, like, it's gone their way. So he passed it back to us again now. Oh, my God. Look, Felipe ain't it, guys. Felipe just ain't it. I'm going to tell you, I'll not tell you again because I'm just sick and tired. I need Savage back now. I don't even know where he is. I'm sure he's back in training. Anyways, we're on the attack again. Now down the right wing. Oh my days! Who is that? Oh, here when I can't tell who things are. Who people are. Who is this absolute embarrassment there? Oh, it's friggin' Hector Herrera. I wouldn't care. He's got a 45 out of 46 passes as well. But he just looks awful off, like when he's off the ball, he just looks horrendous. Oh my freaking Jesus Christ. This is just scrappy do right now. Someone needs to call Scooby because this is scrappy do at the moment. It's almost like a harder watch than Newcastle. Got the ball, Carrasco's got the ball, passed it through. To Griezmann, João Felix is on the ball. I'm not understanding the sequence at all right now. We're just passing it between ourselves, not even trying to cross it in. What is going on? Is anyone seeing this? Is anyone watching this? Can someone explain to me this sequence of events that's just happened? Because I don't... Surely if you're 1-1, you'd be trying to do anything you can to get a winner. And we've just absolutely, like, lost the plot there. Just did, like, 25 passes and went nowhere. And now Corker is down injured, and it is half time. Oh, that was a hard watch, and Corker is still down. I hope he's not injured. Because we lost him through injury, like, at the beginning of the season, and it just, our midfield goes to absolute pot when he's not there. Paul says he loves my confused rage face. Yeah, this is what I just don't get it. It's like what are you actually doing? What is going on in your mind? Please, I would just like to know what is going on in your head. To be honest. Will asks favourite player from the entertainers. David Ginola. Probably. I love him now. I think he's so suave and amazing. He was when we played Spurs, he was there and he was loving it. Like, he was like emotional over the takeover. Oh, so sorry for yawning, guys. But yeah, he was like emotional over the takeover and he was like getting like his phone out and recording us all and stuff, and he was loving life even though he played for Tottenham as well. So that was like quite awkward and funny. But yeah, it is half time now, guys. I'm not expecting any major changes at half time from Simeone because things almost seem to be working. It just was, the penalty that let us down a little bit there. So I'm not expecting any major changes. It'll probably become a little way through the second half. But that's not good for our league standing at all. So that leaves us with a 1-1 draw. That leaves us... Why can't I get on the Liga table? That leaves us in 6th with a 1-1 draw currently. It's just literally not good enough at this point. We're only like 4 points ahead of Barcelona as well. So, but yeah. Looking peak right now. Esteban says Atletico need to start playing on the wings. It's like they're trying to get into the middle with a lot of Levante players there. Herrera should be replaced, in my humble opinion. I totally agree. I don't rate Herrera, especially not in midfield. I think Kondogbia should come in there. Llorente is injured. Lamar is injured. So we don't really have a lot of options. Oh, Rodrigo de Paul. Where's he at? Oh, they might have rested him because of the weekend. So yeah, DePaul could come on. Kondogbia is not on the bench either. So he can't come on. So it can only be DePaul. So actually, only DePaul can come on. So that went really, really well, didn't it? Yeah, I would be replacing Herrera for DePaul. Definitely. Savic is actually on the bench, so he's back now, praise the friggin' Lord. I would like to see him get a second half over Felipe. There's Renan Lodi, so we could change the system a little bit and he could come in for Carrasco. Correa is on the bench as well, so he could come in for like Suarez or Griezmann or Felix, whoever. So yeah. And yeah, I think DePaul's coming then. Yeah, he's the only real option, to be honest. I wouldn't be putting like Vasalco on to change the system or anything like that. I haven't seen Saponjic play this season, so I wouldn't be putting any of the likes of any of them on whatsoever. There is Cunha as well, who really has not kicked on at all. I don't understand that signing. If you're going to get Griezmann, there was really no point in getting Cunha. Even though I know that Griezmann's not technically a permanent signing, it's an obligation to buy if he plays so many games, which he looks like he's probably going to do. So that Cunha signing was very strange from Hertha Berlin. 35 million as well, I think it was something like that, 32, 35 million. So, which seems a little bit strange when you look at it now. And he hasn't even barely had a game, to be honest. He came on at the weekend, hadn't on Sunday, he came on. Didn't really do much, to be honest, then. It was 2-2. So, yeah, a little bit hard. But we will see. I am currently learning Spanish at the moment. Like, I'm teaching myself it. Maybe that's not a good idea. I probably need an actual, like, teacher or tutor or whatever. But I am trying to learn. The right options asking, do you think Alan Shearer should be a director of football at Newcastle or another position within the club under new owners? I don't think he should be the director of football. I think we need someone in who has experience of that role, like a Ralph Rangnick or a Louis Campos or like a Mark Overmars, someone like that. I don't think he should come in currently at this time, because it's like a very rebuilding stage and it might not work out. And I don't want him to have another role at the club that doesn't work out. I do believe the likes of him and Kevin Keegan, for example, should come in as ambassadors and, like, fan ambassadors to do things with the club or, represent the club at certain levels and certain things. So that's my opinion, and that's where I think Alan Shearer should be going. I don't think he should be director of football because I don't think he has experience in that. So, yeah. I hit my bet Griezmann to score over 1.5 goals. Hope you guys will. Yeah, I hope we do as well, Raz. I really, really need it at the moment. Harry says 100% Shearer needs some involvement for the club. Yeah, as I say, some involvement. I just don't think like a technical role would suit him. I think he just needs to be like a club ambassador or something like that. Player ambassador. What if I sit the squad as a banner so it shows on your screen? You know what, Selens? I get so distracted. I've got them all here. I've got all the banners here, right? But I get so distracted with the comments and what I'm doing. I completely forget to put the ticker along the bottom. It's like mad. I always forget it. But the ones I've still got banners here off the Champions League draw. That's how much I haven't done content this season. I just forget to do it, and I don't know, always just get distracted. But good plan, and you've reminded me now, so let's put it on. And then I don't have to keep updating everybody with the score. There you go. How is that? Phenomenal scenes. And then all I have to do is just keep changing the score if it happens. So, yeah. Spanish is really hard because of the accents and the tenses, but as far as I'm concerned, you're doing a really good effort. I was really happy with that. Thank you so much again, Asman, and I always really appreciate your help and things like that. Like when I said cajones instead of cojones on Twitter, and you were like, that's straws, not balls. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Surprised to see what your new owners do over the next couple of years. Surely they invest a decent amount in January. Yeah, as I said, I don't want them to invest like heavily. I don't want them to invest like a couple of $100 million. I think that's a silly idea. We really need to stay in the league, and that is what we need to do. We don't need to go and spending stupidly in January. They seem like very good business people, so I wouldn't think that they would do that. But we just need Premier League proven quality in January. I would even be taking very what's the word? I would be taking serious advantage of the loan market. Personally, for me, like Donny van de Beek, for example, if he doesn't get a move in January, I'll be asking for him for a 6 months loan, because that's a win-win for everybody. He gets game time. Man United get rid of him for a season, aren't pressured to play him. We get a decent midfielder. Lingard as well, very, very similar. So for me, that will be where I'll be looking. And then in the summer, if we stay up, God, we cannot go down. If we stay up, then I'll be looking to invest a little bit more heavily and make a couple of marquee signings. Your hoodie looks cold. It is the Mystery Shirt Club. If anyone wants to know, go and check these out. They send you, it's like very similar concept, obviously secret shirt and stuff. They send you a box a month with a mystery shirt inside. I've had loads. I've had Jamaica, I've had Accra Hearts of Oak, I've had New York City FC, I've had an Atletico away, my favourite one with the navy and red. I've had loads of them, and every single time the quality and the shipping is just extremely fast and really, really good. So please go and check them out if you get a chance or if you're interested in that. Cedric says, hey girlfriend, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm good, thank you, and I hope you are as well. But yeah, we're just waiting for the second half to kick off now. We'll be nearly ready. Oh, I don't know if I can handle this for another friggin' 45 minutes or however. This is a must win. I cannot express enough. Otherwise, we just look very, very bad. Obviously, when it comes to Christmas and if the AFCON goes ahead or anything like that, it's going to be different for a lot of clubs, and international break always ruins a lot of clubs and things like that. But yeah, we really need to get 3 points here. What do you think about the talks that Premier League clubs will refuse to do business with Newcastle? I don't think it's true. If the clubs want money and we offer money, they'll take it. I highly doubt. Also, a player can hand in a request, we can play release clauses and get out of it. So, it's probably, they'll say that they'll do that, but they just won't. It just won't happen. I highly doubt it. And if it does, there's obviously going to be complaints and stuff put ahead. But they have a cheek anyway. It's in my opinion, it's just pure jealousy. And, I've had my say on the human rights issues and a lot of it, and I'll always back equality and what's right, and I'll stand up against homophobia and just everything like that. But it's almost I know that that's not why clubs are refusing to do business, because as we saw with Daniel Levy, they were claiming it was human rights problems when actually it was because they didn't want us to get a lucrative sponsor. When I think they forget, and everybody forgets, that we have had no sponsorship money or advertising money in the ground for several years, over Mike Ashley's tenure, because he has used Sports Direct as the sponsor, the stadium sponsor, advertising boards. So we've had no money from that sponsorship as a club. So, people weren't bothered then. You know what I mean? It's bloody hypocrisy all over the shop. Your club is looking promising. Mine, Arsenal, not so much. Listen, Arsenal on good form at the moment. I'm sure you've on an unbeaten run currently, so you're absolutely fine. You'll be good. Do you like sushi? I love sushi. It's actually probably one of my favourite foods. Teams will just be cutting their noses to spite their face when you're stocks. Exactly, Paul. You're 100% right. If they needed money and we came in with money, they would take it, regardless of any situation or anything they thought, if they were going to gain from it. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. I think Newcastle would be best served as sorting out a training ground, get a strength and conditioning coach, and keep Callum Wilson fit. 6 goals in his last 6 starts is a big deal. I 100% agree, and I think the infrastructure will come over time. We are desperate to invest in the training ground. It is old. It is embarrassing. It is. We were bathing in paddling pools and bins not that long ago. The facilities just look like canteen-esque. It's just very poor. I think we've outgrown the Benton training ground, and personally for me, I'll be looking at building a training facility elsewhere. Obviously, that's not going to come in a day. That'll be over the next 10 years, of course. But even just investing small in facilities there, and as you say, a better strength and conditioning coach, and because we have struggled massively with injuries, and also the team haven't been training 4 or 5 days a week. They've been training 2, 3 maximum under Steve Bruce, because he used to give them days off all of the time. So the fitness in the regime is just not up to par, and we definitely need to, add to that in some way. So that'll come with time, but 100% agree. Diego says the deal is done. All of the Premiership clubs should get on with it. They have to, and they've got no choice to now, sadly, for them. They're just going to have to deal with it, and unfortunately, that's the way it is. for them. Fortunately for us, but unfortunately for them. Have you seen the video of Crystal Palace's new training ground? It looks impressive. Yeah, I have. It looks amazing. I noticed HLT Core, I think that's how you say it, got invited to go and have a look at it, and it looks incredible. The facilities look brilliant. That's what we need. We need a modern ground. We need like modern training ground, and just better facilities, because they're not good enough for a Premier League club. And Mike Ashley has neglected them for so long that it's actually probably embarrassing to go look at them right now. We need legs in midfield. James Ward-Prowse will be a massive upgrade in Shelby. 100%. Utterly agree. James Ward-Prowse will be someone I'll be looking at, definitely. I think he has just signed a long-term contract in the summer. So obviously it wouldn't be a January thing, and it would cost him to get out of that clause. But I think sorry about my wobbly camera, by the way. I think Tarkovsky's contract's up in the summer, so he will be fine to get. But yeah, James Ward-Prowse will be looking at paying money for him. So the second half's just kicked off now, guys, if you're wondering, and it is 1-1 Atletico Madrid and Levante. 3 academy players score for Chelsea against Norwich. People think Chelsea just buy players. Chelsea have the best academy. Yeah, I would adore a academy system like Chelsea, because they make a lot of income simply off, that's my cat. They make a lot of income simply just off their loans. Like, they make a whole nother tens of millions of pounds just off loan fees. So I would love it like that, prospect. We've given up a lot at Newcastle in a way of local grassroots clubs. We've given up our relationship with Walls and Boys Club, who Chelsea have now taken advantage of. We have given up Fulwell Boys Club, which is another grassroots club who are famous for getting, good players like Jordan Pickford. I can't remember if he's specifically Fulwell Juniors, but I think Jordan Henderson was. And we've given up all them relationships because Mike Ashley wasn't interested. So we really need to start building these relationships and building this rapport again with the local grassroots clubs in the areas around us, and go from there. But I would love an academy structure like Chelsea. Yes, we're on a good run now. That's obviously about Arsenal, but it's inevitable. We are inconsistent against low block teams. Yeah, but if you can pull in the results elsewhere, then that helps. So Atletico on the attack. We're just now their box right now. Oh, how has he missed that? Oh my days, Luis Suarez. How has he missed that? Jesus Christ. It's embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Paul says I'll be a massive upgrade on Shelby. Yeah, I probably would actually. I can't play football, but I would still be an upgrade. Levante on the attack now. Not sure what's happened because I was reading the comments. It was an offside. Levante were offside. I'd like to see Rafinha at Newcastle. Aaron's if we're not going on. Yeah, I would love Max Aarons. I've actually been calling for Max Aarons for a good few years now. But we need a coach. We need a better coach, because the likes of Jamal Lewis, who we got from Norwich last summer, just regressed. He hasn't even barely played now. I'd just be annoyed if I was him. But yeah, I would love Max Aarons, and I love Rafinha as a winger, but it's kind of very similar to ASM, which might not work. I think you can only maybe deal with one ASM in your team. And Adam says he 100% agrees. Can't wait for the two. Don't have to use wheelie bins and paddle wheels. Yeah, me too. Would you want who's that meant to be? Oh, sorry, I've just seen your comment there. Would you want Simeone at Newcastle, having said Atletico? My little life dream is for Simeone to go to Newcastle. He's not a defensive coach anymore, but he has that element to him, and he's done very well and very successful at being a defensive coach. Levante on the attack there. So just waiting to see what it is. Oh, we've got the ball back. Great recovery from Kieran Trippier there. And João Felix has just been pushed off the ball. Sorry, no, it was Griezmann. I'm so sorry. I keep getting mixed up with João Felix and Griezmann because their hairs look exactly the same from far away. But yeah, I've always said I would love Simeone. That was the worst shot I've ever seen from Levante there. he has so many elements to his gameplay. He's like a passionate. The Newcastle fans would love him. He would love the fans. Like it would just be a great relationship, and I would love him. But I just can't see him leaving Atletico at the moment. Depending on what happens this season, though, if the season goes the way it is currently, we don't even finish in the top 3, which is a worry. Then obviously he might be looking at other challenges, because it might almost look like he's took us as far as he can. He wants the Champions League the most, and I know he does. But I can't even see us winning that this year. So, yeah. But I would love Simeone. Having 2 Newcastle University grounds and helped my daughter move to uni, I was surprised to see that club doesn't use the facilities. Yeah, Newcastle Uni, I think they do at some point. But when we do training camps in the summer, we go to York and use Queen Ethelburga's facilities. That's how bad ours are. So... yeah, I mean, they could make use of it, but I would just love us to build better training facilities. Hey, Renee, shout out you as well. Hope you're good. I need to get Big Boy Joelinton off the books. You know what? The thing about Joelinton is, right, guys, someone's going to clip me up here probably, but there's elements to his gameplay that I really appreciate as a winger. How was that offside, by the way? They put the flag up late, right, in case you score a goal. And then, anyways, they go and put the flag up and it's not offside anyway. What's the point in that? This inconsistency. I don't really back up the Liga referees, but I'm seeing some very bad decisions. They took a place for English referees. Anyways, about Joelinton. As a winger, there are certain elements to his gameplay that I really appreciate. As a centre mid, his holding play and the way he chests the ball at the floor, I can see working. He's not a striker, and in my opinion, he's not necessarily an attacking player. Even though a winger, he's not necessarily an attacking player for me. He needs the right coach, and he needs the right confidence, and he needs to find a position that he fits into and he likes. Because we've played him a lot of the part. Where on the attack here, where on the attack. Oh, is that going to be looked at for a penalty there, guys? Is that going to be looked at for a penalty? We will see. It's not being checked for a penalty, I don't think, at this current time. Anyways, Atletico have still got the ball. So yeah, Joelinton just needs to find his role, and he needs a better coach to help him fit in there, because obviously Steve Bruce is not the coach for anyone, never mind Joelinton. So, awful long ball. Yeah, Esteban, you're totally right. It wasn't offside, and I don't know why they didn't wait for the VAR call. 100%, because that's just like ruined it now, ruined the attack. Mohammed's asking who will win this match. Well, I don't know at the moment. We're pressuring very, very, like, we've had the possession and we're pressuring the most, but we just haven't scored. So, Simeone's got a yellow card for coming on and complaining that the penalty wasn't looked at. So, Diego Pablo Simeone has got a red card. What's the word for card in Spanish? Is it like queta something? Queta amarillo? Something like that. Amarilla. Anyways, yeah, he's got a yellow card. Did I know Leicester are playing Arsenal on Saturday? Yes, I did know that. That'll be a really, really, really good game. And both teams need to win, so it'll be extremely good. I pay for Premier Sports, and it comes with the Liga TV lens, so that's how I watch it, and I just watch it on the app on my Fire Stick, usually. So, like on my phone, on my laptop, or whatever. That's how I watch it normally, because I don't have the channel on Sky or anything like that. Hey, Melonhead, shout out, yeah. My Melonhead look, I lost a little bit of weight, like when my granddad was sick and stuff, just through stress. So I'm not like as melony at the moment, which is great. Like, I'm getting a bit of definition back, because lockdown wasn't necessarily kind to me, I must admit. But I still have a very round head. It is still very melony, and that's here to stay. So nothing I can do about that. But shout out, man. Can't watch Reclaim It Leave. Like, thank you so much. This is what I need guys to do if you can't see it. Really, really, really appreciate that. If Newcastle meet Atletico in the Champions League final, who you backing? Always Newcastle, and I would always want Newcastle to win, regardless if they were playing Atletico. I would always want Newcastle to win. What needs to change at Manchester United? For me, I think you've got a team of individuals who aren't coached very well. There needs to be a team chosen that works together, because I just believe that Ollie plays like McFred over everyone, regardless. He'll always. I know he benched Ronaldo a while ago, but there's just like a team of individuals. They're not coached as a unit, and I think that you need that to win the league. You always need to play pragmatic football at some point, and that's what he's not doing. He doesn't have the ability to change a game. Great attack again, but just went to their goalkeeper. Yeah, and I think that you need a coach to come in and coach people for roles. You bought Sancho to play on the right wing, and he hasn't. He hasn't made an impact there, and a lot of the time I think his best season was on the left. So again, the Ronaldo signing was very silly. It was almost like, I just don't want him to play for City, so we're going to go in for him. You didn't need another attacking player. You've got Martial, you've got Greenwood, you've got Cavani, you've got Rashford, and you bought Jadon Sancho as well. So there's a lot of things for me. That squad is too good to be struggling the way it is right now. I just think you need change, and change needs to come. You need to get rid of a couple of players as well, in my opinion. Who will win on Saturday, Leicester or Arsenal? Both Leicester and Arsenal are on form at the moment, so I can see it going either way. I'll go for a draw, 2-2 draw. Is it Caeta Roja? You can tell me my pronunciation is very bad, but obviously with Atletico Blanco, I've just took it like that. But yeah, and Esteban is saying the same. Hi from Denmark. Oh, Chewy Suarez, that's so funny. Hello. Sorry, I don't know what hello. I think I had this conversation last time. I don't know what hello is in Danish, but hello, maybe like German. But anyways, hello. Thank you for tuning in. So again, Atleti just playing out from the back line. Oh my God, what was that pass? It's just gone straight back to Levante. In our half as well. Oh, Jesus, Lord above. Change needs to be made now, in my opinion. I think we've lost all composure. That is a foul again. Straight into the back of Felix again. Sorry if anyone's watching this with headphones, by the way. I'm very sorry for shouting. But I'm just sick. I'm absolutely sick of João Felix getting fouled. And it's just all the time. Look at that. They've literally committed 10 fouls. Anyways, United in the same situation Arsenal was late, Wenger and Emery. Midfield criticised by fan base, underperforming defence, tactically inept. Yeah, probably a lot, but again, the manager doesn't help, and I just think Manchester United need a change. But almost, I'm like slightly like watching them suffer, and I know a lot of people do. I've seen many people try to make out that Bayern are bad because they lost yesterday, and I saw some even doubt Nagelsmann as a coach. We were in October and Bayern have scored 61 goals in our comps. Bayern are not struggling. Nagelsmann is one of the best coaches in the world, and I will stick by that forever. If I could have any single coach in this world to manage my football team, it would be Nagelsmann. It wouldn't even be Pep. It would be Nagelsmann. We're making some changes. So Angel Correa is coming on, and Rodrigo de Paul is also coming on. He's the only midfield change I could really make, to be honest. But Mönchengladbach seem to be like a bogey team for Bayern anyway, so I wouldn't even look too much into it, to be honest. It's just one of them things. So yeah. Whose goal was better, Yuri or Greenwood? For me, it was Yuri Tielemans. I think he's on form, and I love Yuri Tielemans. He would be another person I'll be looking at signing, but he probably won't leave Leicester. Again, hi from Jamaica this time. We just had a free kick. Oh my God. Will just someone tell Kieran Trippier to do a better free kick, or Yannick Carrasco to do a better free kick, because he's not even beating the first man every single time. I'm absolutely tired of watching these free kicks. I'm embarrassed, actually. Very embarrassing. Yuri had more techie skill. Chewy Suarez in Denmark, we say hi, pronounced exactly the same way as hi. Oh, so hi. Hi to Denmark. Denmark? I don't know why I just put on a weird accent there. I'm so sorry. That was so embarrassing. So Suarez has come off for Angel Correa. And sorry, I didn't see who came off for Rodrigo de Paul, but I'm assuming it was Hector Herrera, was it? Yeah, Herrera and Suarez came off. Thank God. I didn't need to see Hector Herrera on this field any longer. The best coach that was Adi Hutter, the current Mönchengladbach coach, was the former Frankfurt coach. It's the third time he's put a 5 past by, absolutely vital in the rise of Frankfurt. See, these are the managers, for me personally, that I will be looking at getting. And, like, as I said, like Alguacil from Real Sociedad and, like, Adi Hutter, for example, because I don't think their release clauses will be, like, humongous or anything like that. I don't know that. I don't watch German football a lot, so I could be extremely wrong. But it's like coaches that we need as a team. I want a coach. I don't want a manager necessarily. I want a coach who can manage, if that makes sense. So, yeah, we just need someone better. Who do you think will get relegated this season? I think Norwich, Southampton, and Leeds. I would have put us in there and I would have put Burnley in there as well. However, Burnley always seem to kick on second half of the season and we have money now to spend, and I don't think the owners will want us to get relegated because that would be just stupid. On the attack again, but the Levante goalkeeper just swooped up the ball. So yeah, I can see that. I think Watford are in trouble, even though they've got Ranieri. I still don't think their squad's very good. Again, Burnley can be in there for me, and yeah, probably out of them. I mean, probably you're even still in there as well. Brendan says from Leicester, he's a fan of Leicester City, of course, with your picture. Suarez off. Yep, Suarez is off. Nagelsmann, Tuchel, Klopp are in the top 5 right now, I think. Yeah, German coaches are where it's at and where it has been for a good few years now. I think that is where you should be looking. They're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Even coaches who have coached in German football as well for a lengthy amount of time seem to be really good. So yeah, and Cal again is on about Adi Hutter. Is it Hutter or Hutter? I followed Adi Hutter for years and I watch Frankfurt every week. And he made Philip Kostic one of the best players in the Bundesliga. Luka Jovic, Rebic, and Haller, unbelievable. I really like Haller. I was really surprised when he left West Ham as well. I really like him. I did any previews for the Chelsea game. I've done a couple on other people's channels, Lens, but I haven't personally done one on mine. But if you want to sort one out, then we can, absolutely. I'm an Atletico fan. Yes, I am. Have been since 2000. Well, I wouldn't say a fan, but I follow Atleti and I have done since 2004. I am primarily a Newcastle fan. So, yeah. Why took Suarez off? We need a goal. Unfortunately, he hasn't made an impact this game whatsoever. He's missed a chance, and that's really the only impact he's had. So that, for me, wasn't necessarily a problem for him to come off. I know we need a goal, and he's like the clutch goal guy, so I do get what you're saying 100%. But Correa also, to be fair, he's played quite well and doesn't necessarily deserve not to have a space. He doesn't have enough players to play him, so yeah. Vardy or Ronaldo, in my opinion, Vardy over Ronaldo. Well, this season, yes, because Ronaldo hasn't obviously made the impact he thought he probably would, and other people did. But of all time, Ronaldo's obviously up there for me. Andre Silva was good at Porto and class in Europe for Milan, but not in La Liga, and he struggled at Sevilla. But at Frankfurt was the second top scorer in Bundesliga last season, all down to Hutter. Yeah, that is the joy of coaching, and a couple of teams in the Premier League need to take advice, like Manchester United, like Newcastle United, need to take advice of coaching, because I don't think we have that in place, for me personally. Like a Tuchel or a Pep or a Klopp, who are great, great coaches. So Levante are just in our box right now. They're on the attack. And what's happened there? Oh, we've been given a free kick. So Cedric is in here. I've been looking at the next 10 game weeks, my FFL team. Newcastle is the 6th best expected points ahead of Spurs, Arsenal and United, but not Brentford. Listen, I don't even know where we're going to ever get points from. If I'm honest, that surprises me a lot. And FPL specifically is battering my head this season because Ronaldo's just stinking up. If he has another week, is it the Manchester Derby soon? Anyways, if he has another week, another shot there. That was just pointless. Another pointless shot. If he has another week where he's just stinking up the place, honestly, I'm just going to take him out because it's actually getting tiring now. I've had to take Lukaku out because he's injured and he just wasn't making an impact. I'm just very tired of these forwards. Mo Salah is the only one that's actually performing properly at FPL. Do you play FIFA? I have not played FIFA for a long time, and since FIFA 13. Funny enough, but I haven't had a console either for that long, so I had a PS4, but I haven't like had a recent one. So yeah, I haven't played FIFA for a long time, but I would love a PS5. And to be honest though, FIFA's like not my type of game at all. I much prefer like Assassin's Creed, Red Dead Redemption, Far Cry, Skyrim, like Tomb Raider, like things like that. I much prefer story games. I don't really like gameplay games. Don't like COD, or anything like that. Much prefer a story game. And actually, if anyone knows about Skyrim, right? If you know about Skyrim when you've played on PS3 and stuff, like the original Skyrim, oh my god, you are an elite person. Because Skyrim is my all-time favourite game that I've ever played in my life. Apart from like GTA San Andreas is my other favourite. But yeah, Skyrim is like my top millionth game above everyone. I love the original Skyrim, and obviously it was never remastered for like PS4 or anything like that, so I actually kept my PS3 so that I could still play Skyrim now. I don't do it anymore, but Skyrim's my ultimate favourite game of all time. But Corke's just had a yellow card there for a foul on Bardi, I think it was. So the ball's gone back to Levante. This game is annoying the life out of me. It's so boring. Actually, embarrassingly boring. Carl says, to be honest, at Everton fan, I wouldn't mind Rafa going back to Newcastle and us bringing in Hutter or Glasner. Glasner is a current Frankfurt coach. Yeah, I don't watch German football that much, Carl, but if you want to give me a recommendation to watch games, then I'm more than happy to, because, to be honest, all I actually do in my spare time is watch any sort of football. I watch all leagues, but just for some reason not German that much. It seems to be on the same time as the Liga games a lot though, so that's why I miss it. So Man United, Tottenham, then Manchester Derby. Yeah, I thought it was Manchester Derby soon. Instead it says get rid now. Derby is a game after Spurs. Yeah, they need a change if anything's going to happen, but I knew he would be safe because, you know, it was against Liverpool and Liverpool are on form right now. So if it was against like Leeds and they got smashed, whatever, then I would understand. Or Newcastle, but yeah. Skyrim is great. Yeah, it's so good. It's just honestly my ultimate favourite, Skyrim, forever and ever. So Renan Lodi is coming on now. I'm assuming Carrasco's coming off for Lodi. Oh, actually Hermoso is coming off for Lodi. Oh no, Stefan Savic is coming on for Hermoso and Lodi. It's not me being confused, guys, by the way. They've just put on the screen that Lodi came on for Hermoso, and then it came on that Hermoso came off for Savic. So actually, I'm confused as to what's just happened. No, so Lodi has come on in place of Hermoso. Don't get my Chelsea prefer Lukaku instead of Moreno. Lukaku looked lazy, according to me. The problem with Lukaku, and I think he's an unbelievable footballer, but I think Chelsea, in the way that they play, are quite limited with Lukaku because he doesn't necessarily make runs backwards. He is like that talisman number 9 goal scorer, and I think they're limited in the way that the style of play with Lukaku there. And I think that maybe has hindered them a little bit, if that makes sense. Obviously, I know, Slens, you're in here, you're a Chelsea fan, so you can let me know if that's the case, but I still think he's a goal scorer and he's still an absolute asset to every single team, and hopefully he comes back from his injury and, you know, he's better on form. If I would watch a Bundesliga team, there will be 3: FC Köln, Borussia Mönchengladbach and Frankfurt. Okay, well, I will take a look at a Bundesliga game over the weekend on your recommendations, Cal. It's not the same for you as a rival defender to have Luis Suarez on the pitch to not have him at all. These players are so clinical, they need to be always on the pitch. Yeah, I do agree with you, Esteban. I 100% see where you're coming from. He hasn't really been aware in this game, so a change isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. But, yeah. No, get rid of Ronaldo, get Antonio. That's not a bad shout, actually, Cedric, to be honest. I might do that before the weekend. I've got a free transfer, so... Am I Ollie or not Ollie out? I am Ollie, don't care. I genuinely don't care what Ollie does or what Man United do with Ollie. I'm just sick of the whining, to be honest. I understand what it's like to have an inept manager more than anyone in this world. But, you know, they're not drowning quite yet. And obviously, as a football fan, you're totally Ollieing if you're not a Man United fan, because you don't want them to, like, do good. You don't want them to get, like, Conte and win Champions League or whatever, do you? So, yeah. But I know what it's like to have a horrible manager. I just read that one. Carrasco to bang the winger. The winner. I'm bang the winger. That sounded so weird. Bag the winner. I'm calling it. I just hope anyone bags the winner. We absolutely are desperate for these 3 points here. Have I played GTA 5? Yes, I have played GTA 5. And again, not my biggest favourite GTA. I think probably San Andreas first, then Vice City, then maybe GTA V. Championship football is the best in my opinion because it's so unpredictable. I think Bournemouth, Fulham and West Brom will get promoted. It's funny because when you've been in the Championship before as a team like we have at Newcastle, just to let you know, guys, Levante are making a double change as well now. Yeah, if you're not you don't really keep up with the Championship if you're not interested in it. So I always like to see who's going to get promoted and stuff. It's sadly, like, apart from Brentford, it always seems to be the same teams. So, like, Watford, West Brom, Bournemouth, Norwich, Fulham. You know, it's always similar teams that get promoted every year. So it'll be nice to see another a different team come up. You know, like, I know Swansea have been up before in the past and stuff like that, but yeah. No, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I know you're not a Chelsea fan. It was Slens I was talking about. Ollie in. Yes, he said hello, big fan of you and your channel. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. If Newcastle gets Ronald Koeman, I'll be worried. Oh my God, we cannot get Ronald Koeman. No person on this earth will be stupid enough to get him, surely. Surely. It's absolutely insane. No chance. Who we play on EFL Cup? Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs or West Ham? Oh yeah, the draw is on Saturday, isn't it? I think. Is it? The EFL draws on Saturday after the Premier League matches, isn't it? So, I don't know. I think you'll get West Ham away. Nearly 70% possession and 2 shots on target. Not great. Yeah, it's embarrassing, actually, Simon. Really, really bad. We've just not done anything at all this game. And to be honest, give away a stupid penalty as well, which probably wasn't a penalty, but here we are. Keep up a good work, Kendall. Oh, thank you so much for that. Is it Dory or Dor? Again, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for that. Lukaku's just going, oh, Jesus, it's glowing noses. Slens, honestly, your analogies kill me. Like, actually kill me so bad. It'll fit in eventually, though. Okay, well. Yeah, as I say, it will be. Griezmann's just come off now for Matheus Cunha. So, hopefully he is another player who proves me wrong and makes an impact. But yeah, Lukaku's an asset to any team, as I've said, and he'll fit in somewhere along the way. As an Everton fan, I absolutely despise Ronald Koeman. I don't blame you, Carl, if you... Oh, well, Dor say, yeah, Dor on tour. Well, you probably say Tor, but I say tour. But yeah, Dor on tour, like, knock the door, lol. Amazing. I like when people let me know how to say their names, because I don't like to get it wrong. So it's currently still, as you can see at the bottom of the screen now, it's still 1-1 Levante Atletico. Griezmann has just come off now. And I'm just getting a bit sick and tired of this game, to be honest. It's extremely boring. And I'm watching it because I'm live with you guys. If I wasn't, I probably would have just switched it off by now because it's very embarrassing. It's boring and it's slow moving and we haven't done anything for like 20 minutes and it's just awful scenes. Awful scenes. Why did Barca buy Depay and Aguero? Depay is only good in Farmers Leagues and Aguero is far past his best. Why didn't they look for a good young Spanish striker from a Segunda League? The stupid thing about Barcelona, right? They made a very stupid and idiotic decision because they said Suarez is too old. By your 34-year-old, you need to leave. He's went Atleti and was like in the running for the Puskas Award last year. You know what I mean? Like Atleti's top scorer, etc., etc. We've been fouled again on the edge of the box and still not given. I'm just getting sick and tired of this now, actually. Levante on the attack and he's just done 3 of our defenders. Oh, okay. It's gone back to Oblak. That is okay. Yeah, Barcelona. So then they did that idiot thing and left Suarez and then got Aguero, who's the same age anyway, who hadn't played for Man City for like a whole season, which was a stupid decision. Like Memphis did okay for, was it Leon last year, wasn't he? Leon or Lille? I always get Leon and Lille mixed up. I think it was a Leon. And he did okay last year, but again, he's not like the striker you need, in my opinion. Like, he's just not like the attack and player that you need. And I just think Barcelona need to, like, a bit similar to like you say, kind of focus on the youth, because their youth, like Ansu Fati, Pedri, are so good. And that's maybe where their talents lie. I just don't know what's going on with Barcelona, but it's very, very nice to see them fail. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. Would you take Barkley? Yeah, I would, Slens. To be honest, I would just take anyone at this point. Just anyone that's Premier League proven who can keep us up. Because it's just such a risk buying a foreign player who's not played in the Premier League. Look like Saul, for example, who might not make it. It's just embarrassing. Like embarrassing, I was going to say. Dangerous is what I meant. A very dangerous game, so we need Premier League players. Koke and Newcastle United. I would love a captain like Koke. Listen, if he wants to come and take the number 6 off Jamal Lascelles, please, I will walk Jamal Lascelles out of the club. I will escort him out of the club for Koke to come. Depay's been good for Barcelona. Their signings make sense. Garcia has high potential, is probably suited to La Liga. Was free. Depay top player free again, and Sergio is on less wages. Yeah, I understand like the business side of things, but just maybe the logistics didn't make sense. I'm at Anfield for Newcastle come in December. The tickets haven't gone on sale for Anfield yet. Oh, we're in. Is it offside? Is it offside? Oh my God, guess who it was? Cunha. It was Cunha. Please don't be offside. On my life, right? Jose Jimenez is just actually like strangled Mateus Cunha. Like Cunha's on the floor and Jimenez was like, and Cunha was like, ah. Oh my God, please no one screenshot what I've just done there. But I swear to God, that was so random. 2-1. Please don't be offside. I don't think he was offside when the ball was played. Please. Okay, Atleti haven't tweeted. Oh, you can't see that because they're like Atleti haven't tweeted. They've just tweeted goal. They haven't tweeted that it was offside yet, so it mustn't be offside. Thank God. Oh, we need these 3 points so bad. Yeah, as I say there, I will do a Liverpool away when the tickets come on sale, Ryan. Definitely 100% because it's like a close away game for me. But yeah, they haven't come on sale yet. I've lost the comments now because I went mental with that goal. Oh my God, right. If anyone follows me on Twitter, you will know that my reverse judge is ridiculous. So if I'll go and say a player is shit or they don't score or whatever, they end up having a worldie. I do it for so many people. Like Firmino in the past, I've done it for Griezmann in the past when I was moaning about why he was starting in the Champions League game. I've just done it for Cunha today. I do it all the time. Every weekend, I will say a player is shit and they end up being really, really good. The only team it does not work for, apart from Jeff Hendrick, is Newcastle. Every time I say Lascelles is shit, he's just shit anyway. Like every time I say Joe Linton's shit, he's shit anyway. The only player that ever like proves me wrong is Jeff Hendrick. So yeah. Barcelona have got Joan Laporte, who was their president when Pep and Rijkaard was their coach. Yeah, he's gone back, hasn't he? So well, Mohamed, it worked out all right in the end, didn't it? I would have said the same, but it did work okay. When it's important because Sevilla and Madrid are both on 21 points with 10 played. Yeah. Very important, Raz. 100%. We are so desperate for the win. And as I said earlier, it'll put us like joint 4th, but really like we're 4th or 5th. Joint 2nd, sorry, but really we're like 4th or 5th, just due to goal difference. Torres is my favourite player of all time, but Suarez better, I can't lie. Yeah, well, Suarez's prime, in my opinion, was longer than Torres's, so I do see what you're saying. But obviously, Torres is just my favourite. Atleti scored. Goal. I love the La Liga commentators when they do goal. So yeah, that's one saying it's not offside, it's on. You've seen DePaul come in. Well, there we go. So I need to do this. So it's 2-1 Atleti now. Another foul that has gone our way. Thank the God. Simon says needed that have Atleti in all of tonight's bets. Oh, thank you very much. Mohammed says it's Liga not on Sky Sports anymore. No, it's not. In terms of like the games, but Sky have like La Liga TV channel on there and Premier Sports, which is like how I watch it, but on the app. So that but they do have the actual channel. Oh, Diego's been sent off. Diego Simeone's been sent to the stands. You know they will have. That's so embarrassing. They will have done that. Listen, it needs context, right? I was just doing it because of what Jimenez did. Right. Lol. Newcastle Atleti, which is team's favourite. Newcastle are my favourite. They're the team that I support. So yeah. So our next fixtures are Real Betis, Liverpool, Valencia, Osasuna and AC Milan are the next fixtures for Atleti right now. That is a very hard run. Very hard run. Turkish TV tycoon has bought EFL side Hull City for 30 million and vows to employ a Turkish coaching staff and players to fire country's flag in England by returning them to the Premier League. Wow. Very interesting. Imagine Luis Suarez calls Messi if he went to Atletico with Luis Suarez. Yeah, you know what? I kind of think Messi just wouldn't do that. I think he's got a bit of integrity about him. And plus, we probably wouldn't be able to afford his wages. I'm gonna be very honest. Yeah. Why did anyone see? Because I was reading the comments, so I didn't see Simeone. Why he got sent off? Was he moaning about the foul again? The referee just wanted a little bit of an ego trip there, didn't he? So it is the 82nd minute right now, and it is 2-1 Atletico Madrid. So Levante have got the ball. They are just playing out now. I'm just like looking at everyone's commentary on the game because I like seeing what people on Twitter and stuff are saying about the game. So Koke has ran the most distance in this game. That's it, 10 kilometers. What the hell? So Messi's best friend's Luis Suarez. Yeah, he probably is, but I still don't think he would come to like a rival, if you will, in the league. Although I guess Atletico is not necessarily Barcelona's rival. Luis Enrique or Joachim Low, next Newcastle manager. I would love Luis Enrique. Like, oh my god, what a manager, what a coach. He's just so good. So good. Unbelievable. Kendall, would you take Rafa back? Absolutely. Oh, there's the incident. Oh, I was kicking off at the fourth official. I don't blame him though, because the fouls that have been given is just absolutely embarrassing. So embarrassing. So I don't blame him for doing that. But yeah. And Ryan's asking here, which Champions League final defeat hurt more? 2014, 2016. So 2014 was when the Costa got injured, wasn't it? And like that was awful, but we deserved it because it was 4-1. 2016 went to penalties, and it was the worst thing ever. It was just horrific. I don't even want to witness that ever again, to be honest. It was just awful. Like a final going to penalties is like the worst thing on planet Earth. So definitely 2016 for me. Diego has more sending off the Liga. that more. It probably does. To be honest, the way he is, and like the passion, like the anger that he always has, I'm surprised he doesn't get sent off more often, really. Kendall did do an interview where Pep said he would never take Messi from Barca because he knew it would have hurt the club he loves too much. I didn't see that, but I mean, he did try to get him in the summer, didn't he? And then it kind of collapsed. But Atletico are on the attack again now. We're at 84 minutes in. Let's get another one just to settle down because I do not trust this whatsoever. Luis Enrique playing tiki-taka with Alonso and Jolin. Listen, we're in again. Felix. He's lost the ball and it's gone back to them. 10k in how many minutes? That's a lot of mileage. That's what I thought as well. I'm sure it said 10 kilometres, but that's quite far, isn't it? I don't know kilometres, I just know miles. Jimenez with a yellow card again. That is no surprise. I love Jimenez and I love how passionate he is and I love just how he is, but he's another. That's a stupid foul. That's a very stupid foul. But yeah, Cedric. It seems quite far, but I'm sure it said 10 kilometres in the match, so obviously in 80 minutes. But I don't really necessarily know how far that is. Did you make an FPL League, Kendall? Can I join if you have? Can you join midway through the season? If you can join midway through the season, absolutely. I will put the code in now for you to join if you can do that. I didn't know you could join partway through, to be honest. By the way, I got 93 points on my FPL last weekend. That's good, isn't it? But yeah, Raz, do you have Twitter or what are we checking here? They're looking if it's a penalty. A penalty for who? Levante. They've got another penalty. I'm not actually joking right now. Levante have got another penalty. Now Korea's got a yellow card. So Cunha has just come on. Scored a winner. Well, that was winner. Now, he's just given a penalty away. My God, I am going to lose this absolute plot with this stupid, shitty team. And these shitty referees. And I'm just actually... What's wrong now? Can someone just explain to me, right, how you can give handball for if someone kicks a ball into your arm? How? I just don't get it. I don't get that stupid handball rule. Accidental handball. How? I don't get it. It's so embarrassing. Ugh! It's like a nightmare. Sorry, Baz, I am trying to get the FPL code, but for some reason Fantasy's logged us out. The refs just lost control of the game completely now. So annoying, embarrassing. Yep, another penalty. Another one. That's 2 this game. Referees are on one this week across the world giving random pens and managers off probably because it's nearly Halloween. Yeah, and they are the villains. Assholes. Unbelievable. How can you give handball for that? I don't know. It happened against Liverpool though last week. Just things like that. Well, no, the penalty was fine, but the red card was stupid. Do you know what? I'm just absolutely just embarrassing. Just totally embarrassing. Do you like Neymar Jr. or Mbappe at PSG? I prefer Neymar personally, but Mbappe needs to leave and just do his own thing, I think, now. And who's my favourite player of all time? It's Fernando Torres. I think if anyone follows me, they'll probably know that. Calla will get to your comment in a sec. Anyways, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Jan. Save this one. This game is like so indicative how a season is going. Like just frustrating. Black didn't even move. Didn't even move. Stupid, crap, idiotic game. Is there any point in me doing watchalongs? Do we just draw when I do watchalongs? Absolutely unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable. Smash and grab settings. Listen. I don't know. This game's just gone awfully. I just don't even... Totally right, Esteban. The rule needs to be reviewed. I don't understand how you can give a handball if someone kicks the ball into your arm. Like, I don't get it. Salah Ronaldo in the Premier League, they're very prime best. Who are you picking? For me, Ronaldo all day long, but I think Salah is exceptional. I think he is so good. Although if you look at Ronaldo in the Premier League, he wasn't even at his prime. He wasn't at his prime till Real Madrid. So if you want Premier League prime, it would be Salah for me. But in general primes, it would be Ronaldo. I am just going to log into my FPL now and pop the code in the comments. If anyone wants to join my league, there's a couple of 100 people in there actually. So yeah, come and join. Oh, I have to figure out my password though, because I don't know my password. Is that it? Incorrect password. That's no surprise. Oh, who's your favourite Newcastle Twitter follower? The name Paul. Ooh, hard one that, Paul. I'm only joking. I don't even know if I have another Twitter follower called Paul, really. So it would have to be you, wouldn't it? Let's try another password, because, guys, I don't know what my password is. Sorry, everyone. Oh, no, I'm logged in. Here we go. More leagues and cups. Kendallrowan's leagues. Okay, so I am going to pop the league code in the comments. FPL league codes. If anyone is watching this video at a later date, you probably won't though, because like, what's the point watching a watch along at a later date? 8 added minutes in this game, by the way. Oops, it is 8 added minutes in this game. We always get loads of added time, which is insane, isn't it? FPL league code V9 FIP7. There you go, guys. So the league code is in the comments if you want to join. I'll see if I can pin this comment. Can I? No. Yeah. So in the 93rd minute now, with 8 minutes at a time, there's just no point. We're not going to win this. We've done absolutely nothing for the last 30 minutes apart from that like random Cunha goal. The Levante stadium is absolutely bopping away, loving their life, and I don't blame it. Kendall, did you know in the 17-18 season Everton offered Diego Simeone the job after sacking Coleman? He laughed the offer down, which would have made him more money than he's on now when we then employed Allardyce. I didn't know that at all, actually. I didn't know that at all, but I'm glad he stayed. It's almost like Atleti wouldn't be Atleti now without Diego Simeone. He's been here 11 years, well, 10 years, nearly 11 years, so it wouldn't almost be Atletico without him. Oh my God, Levante just had a great chance from a corner, but it went over the bar. I'm doing my dishes at the moment. Can I DM you for the code? Absolutely, you can. Just DM me on Twitter or Instagram or wherever you follow me. What I will do as well, actually, is I'll edit the description of this broadcast after the game, and I'll pop it in the description as well for the game if you want to join. Ollie says, do you think my team Leeds will beat Norwich this Sunday? If we don't, we're in the mud, but I think we will win 3-1. You've got to kind of beat Norwich, haven't you? Like, they're looking like they're going to be like one of the worst points histories in the league currently. Is like the worst start, maybe. Have they even drawn? I don't know at this point. But yeah, you've got to beat Norwich. I mean, I don't even see Newcastle beating Norwich, really, how shit we are at the moment. But yeah, you've got to beat Norwich. Anyways, we are on the attack. Great pass to pick out there. It went out. Every team I support is bad. It's bad this season. What is happening? I mean, fair enough, last year Atletico won the league and stuff, which I've never witnessed apart from the championship with Newcastle. But I just can't pick a good team to support, can I? Gucci or Louis Vuitton? Either, really. I only have Gucci sliders. I don't have anything else Gucci, but I've got a couple of Louis Vuitton things. So probably Louis Vuitton if I had to choose. Can you do us so we get ref when we get SM? No. I don't lose ASM at any cost. Like, genuinely don't want to lose him at any cost. He's the only hope we have. He's the only, like, thing you go to the matches and watch. Like, yeah. Tragedy. I'm support my team Middlesbrough. Thanks, but no thanks, Ryan. I always get called a smoggy anyway. Everyone thinks I'm from Middlesbrough and I'm not. I'm from Durham. But that a little bit why my accent is like mixed. Sometimes I sound like I say Geordie words. Sometimes I sound like a Mackham. Sometimes I sound like a smoggy. I can't help that. And plus my accent's so watered down from like podcasting and the different nationalities that I podcast with and like doing like certain things on TV. I water down my accent a lot so that you can hear me and understand me a little bit more. So I think that's why I don't sound like a strong accent. Please don't pick the Raiders or Bulls. Sadly, Cedric, I already have picked the Bulls. The Bulls are my NBA team as well. So this is what I mean. Just shit, really, innit? Absolute shite crack. Also, the Eagles are my NFL team. So here we are. Messi or Ronaldo. It used to be Ronaldo, and then he went to Manchester United, and I lost all respect for him. Because I'm petty. But still, to be honest, none of them are my goat. Ronaldinho is my goat. So yeah. And we've got a couple of new joinees to the FPL team, so that's amazing. How about you get a Wobie and Delphi get SM? No, still not happening, Carl. Sorry. Still not happening. New Newcastle manager. I can't even say that. Betty Struce. Yeah, but normally they're not good. Most seasons, not good. This season it'll be okay. Kendall knows, Dino's my goat. Yeah, Ronaldinho's my goat all day long. Forever and always, forever and a day. I back him up every single step of the way. And plus, I personally find the Ronaldo-Messi debate very void because, like, it doesn't make any sense. Simply because it's totally and utterly based on preference, Ronaldo versus Messi. Just let everyone know that he is now full-time in the Levante and Atletico game, and it is 2-2. It's finished 2-2, which is effing shite. Great, lovely. I don't want to swear on these things because it doesn't get monetized. I mean, I'm not monetized anywhere on this channel yet, but just in the future if it was. So I try not to, but yeah, that was just crap. It was not very good, and if anyone else watched it, it was atrocious. Yeah, Ronaldinho always for me, 100%. So only real ones, no Slens. Only real ones, no. Poor result from Atleti. Very poor. 19th place in the league. Current Liga champions. Just doesn't look good, does it really? Them 2 penalties are extremely frustrating. It's just so indicative. We've given away so many penalties this season and just utterly indicative of how our season is going to be. And it's just so sad. I just can't even. We've got to finish top 3. Like, regardless, you've got to finish top 3. Top 4, yes, you've got to finish top 4. But top 3, especially when Barcelona are struggling the way that they are, it's like, where do you really go from here? I don't know. But it just didn't look good. It wasn't a good performance. Awfully played. Made all the substitutions we possibly could, and it did not improve. It was just extremely bad and extremely poor. My goat is a left back. Who's your goat, Cal? Who did you see spot again? Everton. Can't think of who your goat might be. I mean, it might not even be an Everton player. Obviously, mine's not a Newcastle player. But Maldini. Is that your goat? Yeah, it's not like Ashley Cole or anything. Someone, is it? Lord Leighton Baines. Wow, amazing. They're totally different players, both absolutely unreal. Like you say, it's preference rather than either being better. It's messy for me, but too hard to compare. Yeah, I agree. And plus, like, Ronaldo's changed his positioning throughout his career and he's become a different type of player. He's played in several different teams in different leagues. He's had success with his international team. And I mean, I know Messi did obviously this season as well, Copa America. But Messi is just natural, God-given, born talent, and Ronaldo's worked extremely hard to get where he is. So yeah, total matter of preference. I think they're so different players that it's just an irrational debate for me, and I'll always stick by that. But yes, thank you so much again, everybody, for tuning in. Not the result that I wanted, obviously, but there'll be no watch along this weekend for Newcastle because it is a home game, so I'll be at the home game against Chelsea. I might do a couple of watch-alongs over the weekend if anyone wants to. If anyone ever wants to jump on, always let me know, and I can happily accommodate that. If you have your own YouTube channels or whatever, leave them in the comments as well so people can go and check you out. I want this to be a space for content creators to check everyone's content out and just help each other out, because it's so negative, the content creator industry, like now it's just so negative, especially football related, and I don't want it to be like that here on my channel. I want to support everyone like people have supported me and allowed me to do this. So yeah, thanks for the stream. No, again, as I said, don't thank me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Good luck. Thank you, Ollie, for that. We're really going to need it against Chelsea at the weekend. Yeah, see you on Twitter, Paul, always. As Diego says, please like the video if you can. Please sub to the channel if you haven't already. That helps me out so much more than you believe. And set your notification. Click the little notification bell and you will be notified when I go live or when I upload a new video. Esteban says, thank you for the live, outstanding as always. Can I have a good time here? Good night. Buenas noches, Esteban. Enjoy your evening. Well done. And again, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. But I hope you have a wonderful evening, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend coming up. And if your teams are playing, good luck, just not against mine. But have a good one, guys, and thank you again.